So they say YouTube isn't digestible content or fast-paced digestible content, but this video certainly will be. I figured I should throw something together for all the people, aka myself. So today's video is artwork I had commissioned by Les Edwards, and I've just seen the email. It's just come in, and I'm going to look at it for the first time ever. And it is, well, so yeah. Les, bloody Les. Les is a legend, as most people who are from the older side of the artwork will know. He basically was the guy who did Hero Quest art boxes, among other things. Lots and lots of things, actually, from back in the GW day. But he was, I was going to say integral, but I'd agree integral, like an integral part of creating a lot of good, warm feelings. So anyway, this is the second commission he's done. The first one he did was the Warlock. The red Warlock that was a while ago. And here is that red Warlock. So yeah, this is what he did for me, and I have to say it's perfectly Les. I was extremely happy with the color palette, and it's a lot more vibrant in real life. But it also has, funnily enough, a revolver pistol. But still, it worked. There were some things maybe possibly I would change the fingers just to make it, but otherwise, generally as Elder, it really worked, and it had a very, very old old feeling to it. So on the new one, I actually wanted to sort of get a commission done so I could use that to get the model sculpted, a new version of the avatar. But then I was like, I do really like, Jez's original 92 version, and then obviously you got Mark Gibbons' artwork. So I have seen the sketches he did, and we went around a little bit where I was like, actually, can we do something else? Can we do something else again? But then we settled back to his original concept, and the reason why I didn't like it as much was because of you couldn't see the avatar's face, and I felt like that was a big part of the artwork. But then I thought about it, and do you know what? We went with this. So let's see. It wasn't cheap. No, not cheap, but sometimes you commission things when you think you have more money. You don't. Now, you probably won't believe this. Fuck. But I just looked at it all and spoke about it without unpausing. So the reaction's gone. But typical Jamie, right? Basically, I said it's always really difficult and scary because you get an email and it just says, "Hi Jamie, how are you? I finished the artwork." I'm just recapping what I said. And then you're like, bloody hell. Finish the artwork, you're like, wow, I spent a lot of money on this because it was not cheap. Right, let's jump in. I'll try and recreate. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. You can pause and read that back if you want. It's football. Yeah, all well, many thanks. Finish artwork. It's low res, and I was like, whoa, it looks very good already. So I was smiling at this point, being happy. At the feeling of it, and then I clicked it, and then I opened up, and then I went like this. So, oh, that is good. And then I laughed and I cracked up and I said, it's quite funny because the lightning avatars don't even really have lightning. They've got blood and stuff. And then I was like, actually, maybe it works because it's so charged up. He's like fiery. Maybe it's an aspect that we don't know about. Then I mentioned the then I mentioned the color palette being amazing. Basically, I said the avatar, I kind of wanted it to be like the old one, but still reimagined. He's definitely reimagined it. I was really happy with the color palette. I said I really want it to be a fiery, hot feeling with a battle with the two of them. And I said it's amazing actually because I've not got any battle ones. I've only had the Warlock before, which is obviously by himself. So there's not as much atmosphere. It's just a bloke standing there. Whereas this is like, and yeah, I love it. I do really love it. Took me a while to say that because I was just absorbing everything. But it's very big. And the original concept was basically like an avatar versus a greater demon or a Balrog, effectively. But yeah, I mean it's brilliant. The sword, interestingly, now I didn't articulate that the sword should have. Well, it's very Les, isn't it? Which is a good thing. That's like It's classical. I don't think I sent across the runes on the sword. And I imagine, I don't know how artists do this, because it's got such an epic, like, old school fantasy, like, uh, D&D kind of feeling when you use like a sword like that. Um, and I was like, I didn't know if the bombing knocker thing would work, but actually it's a really cool thing to have thrown in there, which is the for some reason the perspective. I suppose it breaks it up a little bit and draws the eye away. Hold on. So yeah, and the color palette is really nice naturally. And I was like the Balrog, it's kind of like a lizard man Balrog. And my remit for that was like, don't do a Balrog, even though I just said Balrog. He was like Balrog. I was like, it's not Balrog. This it's like I could ask for changes, change the sword, make it an avatar sword, and yes, it kind of makes sense. But in another weird way, I like it. It's a difficult one. Anyway, there you go. That's my reaction, which was actually not reaction because I forgot to unpause it. Have a beautiful Thursday, and now I'm recording. Maybe it is easier for me to record. Maybe I can do more quick videos. Have a good evening, everyone. I'm going to go and see Albert and Anal now. We're going to go to an escape room for our combined, well, they're painting things in. I'll just be there, happy.